Hey, my name's Harmony. So today I'm going to do a quick video for you guys explaining the difference between chest voice and head voice. So for those of you guys who don't know, chest voice is the more comfortable, the lower range that you speak in on a normal day-to-day basis, and head voice is like the higher voice that you really only use when you're singing, because if you were to talk like this all the time, it'd sound really weird. So yeah, let's get into it. So when you're singing in your chest voice, well, before we even get into the difference between chest voice and head voice, we want to explain the three main components of a voice. So the voice is made up by the air pressure that you use while singing. The airflow is the better word. You want to focus on the airflow that you use when singing. You want to focus on your chord closure, which is just basically the way that your vocal cords are touching and closing and not closing when you're singing. And you want to focus on resonance, which is where you place your voice in, because your head and your skull has like different categories. So your nasal cavities, your head cavity, your mouth is considered a cavity. So that's where your voice resonates from. And at the end, I'm going to show you one exercise for head voice and one for chest voice on how you can practice using these different zones of your voice. So yeah, chest voice, when it comes to airflow, you want to have a little more oomph to it. So it has power behind it because chest voice is fuller and it has a warmer sound. It resonates on the hard palate of your mouth, which is like there's the soft palate at the back of your mouth, and then there's the hard palate at the front. So the hard palate in the front of your mouth is where the chest voice resonates. But if you wanted to feel it externally, you would feel it right here. So if I were to go, that's like, you feel it vibrating against your sternum. So that's where the chest voice resonates. And what your vocal cords are doing when you're singing in chest voice is they're vibrating along the entire length. So they're, like, let's say these are your vocal cords. They lay like this in your throat. So they would be like vibrating back and forth when you make the noise. So it's like, that's what's happening when you're singing in your chest voice. So one exercise that you can use to encourage your chest voice would be hay slides. So I'm going to demonstrate that for you guys so you guys can try it at home and work on your chest voice because it's pretty essential to singing. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to say the word hey, but you're going to start low. It's a little bit dopey because you just want to keep your mouth open because it's resonating in your hard palate, and you want to have some oomph behind it, but you're just going to start there and you're going to just slide up and down. So it's like, hey, hey, hey. That's a hay slide. So you can just do a few of those, go different places, and just focus on your chest voice and really try and feel where it's resonating at. And focus on the airflow that you have behind it. You want to have a very steady airflow to produce the sound that you're trying to achieve, which is your chest voice. And then you move on to head voice, which is a little bit confusing for most people because they confuse their head voice with falsetto. Falsetto is, it's more airy, and there's no chord closure, which is not what you're looking for when you're going for head voice. When you sing in head voice, your vocal cords zip 2/3 of the way up, which is leaving 1/3 of your cord to vibrate. So when you sing, you get a more bright and airy, you do not want airy. You don't want airy in your head voice. You get a more bright and strong tone because of the resonance that is coming from your mask, which is this part of your face, and your nasal cavity. But you don't want nasally. I'm not going to be talking like this because I'm talking in head voice. I'm going to be talking high because I'm talking in head voice, and that's what head voice sounds like. So when you're working on your head voice, one exercise you might want to try to encourage it would be hoots, like an owl. So you want to think like an owl, or even like a British woman, or if you've ever seen the movie Mrs. Doubtfire, just like, hello, how are you today, darling? Hello, good morning. So when you want to do this exercise, you're just making a whoo. So one thing that I was doing in the beginning that kind of threw me off was I was going whoo, whoo. But you want to really focus on shaping your mouth to produce the sound. So whoo, 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 whoo. you'll feel it vibrating in your nasal cavity because that's where the resonance is. So you want to feel for that to make sure that you're doing it correctly. And those are 2 exercises that you can use to focus on the difference between your head voice and your chest voice. And once you build a strong chest voice and a strong head voice, you can go into the middle and play around with having a cool mix and stuff. But those are the basics of chest voice. So just to go over them again one more time, just to make sure everything's perfectly clear. Your chest voice requires a lot of air so that it has that oomph and that power to it. Your vocal cords are vibrating along the entire length. It resonates in the hard palate, but it resonates externally on the sternum if you're feeling for it. And you'll want to practice hay slides to encourage your chest voice. And your head voice has a bright and strong tone because of the resonance that comes from your nasal cavity, and it's 2/3 of your vocal cords are zipped and only 1/3 of your cords are vibrating. And if you want to encourage your head voice, you want to make woo sounds. So that's the difference between head voice and chest voice. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye!